Today we're going to be reacting to a huge streamer's problem that is going on right now. Apparently Mitch Jones, an OG WoW streamer, is alleging that Mizkif, an OTK member, they both got into an altercation with one another where Mizkif ended up beating up Mitch Jones. We're going to get into the video, what he's talking about, and the kind of the allegations he's putting on Mizkif, and see exactly what is going on with this big drama that is just coming out of nowhere. So let's get right into it.
This situation has been fucking me for months, and I still have lasting issues from this situation, physically, emotionally, mentally.
So this is coming out of nowhere. Like, no one even knew exactly what was going on with this, and I don't know why Mitch ended up. I guess he's gonna go into why he's putting it out right now, but still, like, this is just really unexpected for it to be coming out.
Whatever, career-wise, it's affecting my entire life. Mizkif physically assaulted me to the point that I was told I might have to have surgery on one of my arteries, and I had
to the point where he has to have surgery on one of his arteries. What does that even mean? Like, he punched him to the point where he's like, like, that's crazy, dude. Like, were you at least blocking? Were you doing anything to defend yourself? Like, what ended up happening here?
Still have a concussion. First, I'd like to start by showing the damage that was done to me.
Alright, so...
Oh, damn, bro. That does... Oh, my God. Look at his teeth as well, man. He fucked him up. Dude, what is that? Like, that's kind of like rug... It looks like rug burn. Kind of like when you kind of, rub something a little too hard. Like, it doesn't look too bad, but maybe it is kind of tender and swollen there.
So, there's that.
Oh, that one looks crazy, dude. He probably punched him so many times, dude. I really wonder how much he punched him.
I guess I got socked here first. And I also have, like, swelling over here.
Damn, bro. He's got his ass beat.
I got fucked up. My brain hurts hella bad.
I mean, he's even admitting it himself. I got fucked up, dude. You know it's bad whenever you're admitting yourself that, man, I think I got fucked up here, dude.
Alright, that is the damage that was done to me. Here's another video when I was getting a CT scan. I was at the hospital all day getting multiple scans.
At the doctor.
Well, that's normal, right? Like, when you're going through an injury, like, they're gonna put you through the whole procedures or whatever.
Getting my head checked, getting a CT scan.
Oh, that looks crazy on that lighting. That looks nasty. That looks bad. Although it does kind of look like a pimple as well.
From where Mizkif hit me, he definitely socked me here.
Oh, it's even going to his eye, dude. God damn.
I think I got knocked out and then choked me.
Oh, that looks nasty, bruh. What? That does not look like a rug burn. That looks like scratches or something, right? Where can I find it?
Socked me here. Here's where.
Let's see.
I think I got knocked out. And then,
oh, right there. Oh my God, that looks horrible, dude. It looks like he was like scratching him, or I don't know what ended up happening there. That looks nasty though.
Choked me.
Oh, he choked him.
Damn, I have bruising everywhere on my face.
But that doesn't look like a choke where it's like kind of, behind, like getting his neck like that. It looks like a choke where he was using his hands there. Maybe his nails got caught on his skin or when he was doing it.
Hopefully I don't have a concussion. Also, my tooth got...
That's horrible, dude. That sucks.
Okay, so that was the damage done to me. Alright, so back to the story. I was at his house, we were arguing, and then I asked him for a ride home. I get in his car.
Bruh, imagine arguing with somebody and asking them for a ride home. Why wouldn't you just get an Uber or something? Why would you ask somebody that you're arguing with to give you a ride home? I guess if you want to have like some sort of conversation with them, but still, like, why would you? Why would even Mizkif agree to that?
We're still arguing, and that's when we drive past this part of the neighborhood where the camera caught the assault. And
dude, shout out to Ring cameras too, dude. Shout out to Ring cameras.
The evidence right here.
Damn, bro, he pulled up crazy in this residential neighborhood there. There's no way that these people are not like paying attention. He came in there crazy, slipping and sliding.
So that was right before the assault. This is directly after the assault.
Wait, he's not even gonna show the assault? What happened between then and now? Where's that at? What the hell?
take me 7 times. You didn't listen to yourself. You're drunk and on cocaine.
Oh, he's drunk on the cocaine.
You think you're gonna kill myself, and all you can say, fuck you.
Okay, like first off, like okay, I look. If that is true, what Mizkif is saying, he's drunk and on cocaine. Like, what happened in between this before? Like, what? No one. What's the full context here? Because now it seems like he didn't even show exactly what happened during the fight or the fight itself. I don't know why he ended up cutting that out. Maybe he should have, left that in there just for more context. And also, like, what happened beforehand? Maybe he really was drunk, but why would he be doing cocaine? What the hell?
It's all you can do is say, fuck you. You treat me like shit. You said, come on. You pulled me out.
Now, I guess you could say that if maybe you've had friends that have put you in positions where you're like, man, like I'm so frustrated with this person. I care about this person, but they just are not listening. They don't care anymore. I haven't got into altercations with my friends in that way, but still, to say that you make me want to kill myself, maybe that's a little too. Maybe you're a little too involved there.
Get out of the car. You said let's go. You can't say let's go.
So I got knocked out cold, and
So Mizkif is saying that he said, "Let's get out of the car and let's go, dude." And now I feel like he did say that, and he didn't realize, like, maybe he was just playing around, not playing around, but like kind of trying to bait him into like a fight. And then maybe Mizkif was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna use this opportunity to fuck this guy up."
And a major issue with this is that he continued to beat on my face so badly that my tooth became dislodged, and then strangulated me to the point where I still have the scars on my neck now. And
all right, bro. I know. Look, listen. Look, when you're in a fight, there is no rules. I'm sorry. There's just no rules. When you're in a street fight, there's just no rules. You shouldn't even be in a fight, You shouldn't even be in a fight in the first place. But if you are in a fight, there is no rules to it. There is no... People are going to do whatever they're going to do to protect themselves, especially if you're telling them, hey, hurry up and let's do this. Let's go, let's fight each other. Like, someone's going to feel defensive. Someone's going to feel like, oh man, I'm ready to attack this person or kill them or whatever.
I was so majorly concussed that I still have symptoms to this day.
But what if but he says that he was drunk. So could that be part of it a little bit? Maybe, like, the fact that he was drunk and being hit. Like, how is he still suffering from concussions? Is that even a thing?
Yeah, I have all the evidence right here. This happened on September 26, 2023. I have the doctor's note right here when I went to the hospital.
Wow, so it's been months. It's been months since this happened. It's been months. And he's now just putting it out. Well, then again, like, if he feels like he is a victim, to be fair, if he feels like he is a victim, then it is up to him to kind of put it out on his own discretion, right? Like, it's not up to us to say, you need to put it out. Why didn't you put it out? If he feels like he is the victim of something, then really it's up to him.
Multiple CT scans. I have post-concussion syndrome, and I've sprained to my ligaments of my cervical spine. It's all right there in the paperwork.
That's crazy.
2 days later, I tried to stream because at the time my stream was doing really well. This was during the hardcore era of my stream, right after my subathon. And I was getting record viewership, and I was actually just having a great time with friends in the guild. So I tried to stream 2 days later, and I covered this up. I just said that I got into a car accident, and I just didn't want to deal with the drama at the time. I didn't, this is a big thing, and I didn't really know how to handle it, nor was I in my brain.
Listen, I get all that, right? I get all that. Like, you don't want to like, whether we believe him or not, right? Let's try to be non-biased here. Whether we believe him or not, maybe he just didn't want to deal with the backlash, or he didn't do my hair is doing like crazy things. But maybe he didn't want to deal with the backlash. Maybe his story wasn't made up yet. Maybe, he just wanted to, whatever the case was, at the end of the day, like, it's still up to him, right, to decide when he wants to do it.
Still completely tapped, and I remember streaming this day was very difficult for me. I might sound a little shitty today. I got in a car accident yesterday, and my throat is completely fucked. Like, as you can see, the seatbelt kind of wrangled me.
Will there be a
I have
new
like a
season
black
intro song
eye.
with
Like,
Optimus?
I got.
By the way, nice streaming and then having Asmon going in the background. Like, that's crazy. Bro, my hair is dancing right now. That is crazy dedication.
There's a lot of people around Mizkif that I have a lot of respect for, which was one of the reasons that I considered not going public with this. But considering the fact that he is lying to multiple people behind the scenes and downplaying what happened here, I feel the need to defend myself. I've been isolated completely from everything, and that's fine. I don't really need to.
Yeah, dude, that's what's gonna happen. You know, if like I can only imagine what type of social group is around there, especially the stories that I've heard about those streamers in Austin. Like it's very clicky, you know. So if you become like an odd man out, and you know, Mizkif is the more popular one. He's the most one that people can gain from, not from Mitch Jones, you know. Unfortunately, you know. But yeah, it's gonna happen if you know you're gonna feel alienated, you know. Especially if people didn't want to already like you.
In those friend groups, it's not about that really, but there are a lot of people that I have respect for, and I'm no stranger to contentious relationships, and I'm no saint. But when it comes to extreme violence and assault of this nature and life-threatening injuries, I feel like dude needs help. Here is the paperwork of the damage done to me from the doctor.
Oh,
Loss
damn.
of consciousness in 30 minutes or less, initial encounter. Sprain of ligaments of cervical spine, encounter, strangulation.
Did he put any police charges on him? He probably didn't, right?
Yeah, I mean, all in all, I'm just gonna say, like, bro, I've known you a long time. We were friends. I lived with you. I know we've had our differences, but you don't beat someone unconscious, especially when you know they're that drunk and that inebriated and that intoxicated. The rate of fatality is way higher, and he knew that I was messed up.
All right. Okay. Listen, there's so much missing here. Like, to put all the pieces together or to have any opinion. Obviously, he's creating a narrative where it's towards him, you know, but at the end of the day, if he feels like he's a victim, obviously, you know, he's going to put out his own, like, version of things or whatever. But, at the end of the day, if you're waging war against somebody, it does not matter if you're fucking drunk or you're not drunk or you're high or whatever. That person's going to do everything to defend themselves. Now, I don't know what happened in between that or before that, what was going on. Apparently, from the things that I've been hearing about this, is that he was being kind of disruptive and trying to fight out the people. So maybe that's kind of put into, but that's all speculation and hearsay. So until we realize the full context of things, then it's just kind of his story, you know, unfortunately.
Doing, man. You could have killed me, dude.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, dude. Like, when you're in a fight, people don't really care, or maybe he was letting out all his frustrations on you and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, dude, like, if you engage with somebody, even if you're drunk or not, that person is definitely gonna do what they can to, you know, defend themselves. So what are they saying in the comments? So let me get this straight. You showed the car stopping. Now, none of what led up to the fight or fight itself, and just the aftermath. This indicated in the footage you did something to instigate it. Indicated you were drunk and on coke, which you don't deny. Clearly, there is a lot more to the story that we were showing. So yeah, again, he's just showing sections of it, which is very, very weird. It does not help his case at all. If I was him, I would have released the whole thing, but apparently that kind of wasn't his prerogative here. So he went on X and actually put out kind of his final statement. And this is a little bit more on what was going on with the whole kind of altercation itself. So we're going to get into it right now. He says, when I decided to share what happened to me at the hands of Miss, I knew that certain things would be taken out of context in relation to the incident being on the internet. I know the gossip channels, fans, and others will try to jump to conclusions on either side and try to decide or justify certain points of my view. Well, okay, first off, you only showed us a section of what was going on. I'm trying not to be biased here because I don't really care for Mitch Jones or Mizkif. I don't really give a shit about both of them. He only shows sections of the thing. He didn't show us what happened before it, or we don't even have Mizkif's side of the story, nor do we know what happened during the fight or before the fight. So at the end of the day, it's not that we're jumping to conclusions. It's kind of like we're working with what we have. I'm not going to argue with anybody. I want to clarify, set out my clear and final public statement on this assault. To be clear, the reason that I came out publicly about this matter is that, one, I want to get it off my chest, as I've been sitting with this and I hearing rumors about the incident which were not true. I want to make sure that this is doesn't happen to anyone else. And 3, I want to highlight the violence is not the answer to an argument. I want Misk to take responsibility for his actions. I do not plan to take any legal action or personally push this further, but if I have to, I will. Okay, so I know that violence is not the... Okay, first off, what I'm hearing behind the scenes is that he was antagonizing him. He was telling him, like, get out there and fight. And then you even hear it in the video where he says, you told me to get out and fight. So, I mean, if he feels threatened, if he feels like his life is in danger, or he feels like, oh man, this guy's challenging me to a battle, what do you expect that's going to happen? Even if you even said that yourself, like, it's going to be like, okay, well, then again, it could have been taken out of context and said, maybe he's just trying to get out of the car. We don't know all the facts here. But again, violence is not the issue, but sometimes it's going to happen. Unfortunately, when it comes with like this type of shit. While I don't want to continue to talk about this, I realize that certain out of context statements could be confusing. To stop people from jumping to conclusions or pushing a narrative, I will be correcting some wrong information and owning what I did or did not do. I will not be appearing on any podcasts or shows to talk about this, so please don't ask. Okay, so let's see exactly what he has to say and some of the facts that he is saying are facts. He says, number 1, I was intoxicated. I'm not proud of the situation, but my personal mistake do not justify a warrant being assaulted based on a verbal argument. That is true. Just because you're having a disagreement or argument does not mean that it has to go into blows, right? Does not mean that. That should probably not happen. But if you are saying to somebody to engage with you, then okay, that's when the lines get kind of blurred, or when somebody feels like they're in danger. So it gets kind of blurry there. All right, this is kind of in the gray zone for me. 2, yes, I said some things that were not nice, and so did Miz. We were in the verbal argument going back and forth, and it was in the heat of the moment. We both said things that would not have said otherwise, but nothing that was said justified being knocked unconscious and choked and strangled. Okay, that really depends to the other person, because you can push somebody to such a point where they feel like they need to really protect themselves, and words is no longer going to be protecting them. So again, it's kind of iffy. Nobody should punch each other or really do that. But again, I understand it, but at the same time, I guess he's kind of right. You shouldn't really touch each other, unless you're like threatening him or you feel threatened. But even that, I feel like the law would not even consider that. He said there was not another person involved or a second incident with someone else. This is just false and stated by people with other motives or trying to create a false narrative. Miz did this and assaulted me, and what was a heated verbal argument. Why he decided to attack me is not something I understand or agree with. We don't really know exactly what happened or what was said, so I mean, again, that's just hearsay. He says 4, no, I do not physically pull Miz from the car or make any aggressive contact with him in any way. The statement that he made in the video was that by our verbal argument stated I pulled him from the car. I never hit him physically, engaged with him, but I was choked, punched, and attacked. Okay, so if this is true, then again, that can be taken in many, many different forms, right? So it's very hard if what he's saying is true. He pulled him from the car. So we don't know if it was Mizkif's choice or what ended up happening to him. Number 5, no, I do not plan to be releasing any more incidents related to the documentation. I am putting this out to matter straight, and don't want to continue to go back and forth with people about this. The truth has been clearly stated, and I want to make sure everyone knows where we are with this. Okay, well, that's just a statement. Number 6, the facts are the facts, and while you may not like what I'm contributing to the situation, nothing gives the right for another person to put another person's life in jeopardy or verbal dispute. Taking a stance that someone deserves to be suffered what could be life-threatening injuries for mere words leaves us in a worse position. Having a bad day that you aren't proud of should not justify someone trying to almost kill you. Okay, I would agree with that. Like, if everything that he's saying is true, then yeah, you shouldn't do that. Also, you probably shouldn't keep punching if you know you want the fight. But again, when it comes to war or when it comes to like bouts like that, there is no rules, unfortunately. And saying that somebody deserves something, that is nobody's right to say they deserve whatever. Again, Mizkif could have been a grown man and also walked away or not got in the car. There could have been, if he wasn't drunk himself, was Mizkif drinking as well? Like, what was going on? Like, at the end of the day, Mizkif could have been the one that said, you know what, I'm not going to get in this car, get an Uber for yourself. There could have been so many other things that could have de-escalated the situation or got him out of the situation in the first place. He ends by saying this: I truly appreciate the support that I have received, and always knew that coming out with what really happened would be unpopular. The facts of this issue are incredibly obvious. Anyone who actually knows what happened has privately acknowledged the situation. With all this out there, I hope this can be used as an example of what not to do in a similar situation. Hopefully someone can learn from this and we could turn this into something that is positive. And yes, I worked with my lawyer to write this because I am bad at writing stuff like this, but the truth is the truth. Thank you for those who stood with me, Mitch. So yeah, I mean, it's just his side of the story. I guess, you know, there's people on his side, there's people on Mizkif's side. Again, there was a lot of things that could have been like from what we are given in the video that we saw. There's a lot of things that could have been done to de-escalate the situation, and I'm not saying it's completely Mizkif's fault. But again, it just seems like a whole bad situation. A lot of bad things that happen back to back to back to back. Caleb says release the full video. No one's gonna believe you. What? Yes, I said some things that were not nice. It seems like minimizing the post of the video so we can hear why he decided to attack me is not something I understand. Saying the positive. I mean, again, maybe he's lacking awareness here, but also it's just like there's a lot of things that could have been done. But yeah, so this is kind of the gist of the whole situation. Maybe more is going to be coming out soon, but I just wanted to cover bases with it and kind of show my opinion, show exactly what is going on with it. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about the situation. What do you think? Are you on Mizkif's side? Are you on Mitch's side? Are you on nobody's side? Do you need more context? Like, you probably should have more context. Let me know all that in the comments down below. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.